Dear beloved Creator within and without, we gather to acknowledge our unity and our collective purpose. We know from deep within that it is up to each of us to hold a moral and ethical line when seeing it crossed. We ask for your protection, Creator, from all hostility or roadblocks, so that our humankind can live in the abundance and the compassionate world you created. So now as we are putting on the armor of God, it is you, it is me, it is us. We are the ones who are taking this on, and together, because it is our calling to put a halt and then a correction to the harm that is coming to us, and especially at our children. They are the innocent ones. As their protectors, we cannot be naive or uninformed, and so we gather our spirits in your name, Creator of all that is. And so it is.
My name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. This is in regards to our 6th grand jury in downtown Portland. I want to give you a little bit of background. A long time ago in 2015, a group called Private Attorney Generals Across America approached the Marco Hatfield Federal Building and spoke with their head guy in the marshal's office, a rude guy in the DOJ's office, and a straight shooter in the courthouse 740. And a guy in the GSA that thinks that he is right to fly a flag with the gold fringe on it when he is wrong. But in any case, that was the initial contact. Then contact came after that again. Then we filed several cases into the U.S. Federal District Court, Portland. And that's an Article 1 court. Then 2016 and Bundy and all of that stuff went down. And bless that jury. And the only people that got convicted in that were the ones that took a bogus plea bargain from the prosecutor. But in any case, we move on to that. We have Trump being elected. So there was a big change. And Trump said he was going to drain the swamp, or others said that he was going to drain the swamp. So Ray Sinkel, Ron Vroman, and Kambiz Murati started a safety committee with the National Liberty Alliance and made appointments with and held meetings with the U.S. DOJ, Seth Thuram, a deputy there. I know, I saw his documents. He brought them out. And 3 marshals. Brian Kelly was transferred. Carl Knobs is still there, and Mark Nordquist is still there. Last I heard. I don't really know because I'm banned from making a phone call there. And the only email that'll respond was Seth Thuram, and he's not responding anymore. So Cam and Ray and I went and met with the U.S. DOJ and the U.S. Marshal Service several times to drain the swamp. During that time, we explained to them 2 things for sure. One is the federal district court Courthouse 740 took money from me 2 times, $400 a pop, when they could not fulfill the contract that they took the money for, and refused to give the money back because they said they had no method of doing so. And the fight was on. But during those conversations, we explained to them what we knew about the Marco Hatfield building being built on Oregon and not being on federal land and not purchased properly, and nothing was correct, and it was all void ab initio. And they refused to acknowledge that. Then we told them all about Article 7 amended and what that meant. And they refused to acknowledge that. So when you tell a responsible government employee like a marshal or an attorney about a felony, then they're guilty of misprision of felony if they don't do something about it. And who more likely to do something about it than the United States Department of Justice and the U.S. Marshal Service? Neither one of them would take action. So from 2017 until now, what's that look like? 5-6 years? We started the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. We knew where we were going, to a constitutional Republican form of government, original jurisdiction, and we've taken all the steps to do so. On August the 1st, which is a Tuesday at 11:30 in the park, we're going to meet, organize into groups of our court. Any 4 members with their bona fides in order becomes a court, and we have 5 incorporated color of law de facto entities to serve. Depending upon how many people show up in the park, how we will do that. The more, the merrier. But as we've been doing this on Oregon through 2 or 3 iterations, we didn't know we were going to call ourselves the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly when we started. But we didn't know that. But we don't know what's going to happen when our grand jury meets on the 1st either. And that's the joy of having a constitutional Republican form of government. See you then, and I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying, and then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, "Just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me." And they did. They shot him dead with his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, shot him 3 more times.